All right, welcome in everybody. Back by popular demand. Let's see what's going on with the twin flame journey right now. As with every single reading I do, can be about your internal masculine and feminine. It doesn't have to be about an external relationship. A lot of us on the twin flame path have worked through a lot. I know you have. A lot of you have written me. We are talking about reclaiming birth times in my birth chart workshop, my astrology workshop. We meet every other Thursday. If you want to jump onto that, if you don't know your birth time, we're talking about tools that will help you understand what your birth chart is trying to tell you. And that goes a long way towards helping you with twin flame energies, why this is going on, who is someone to you, are they a soulmate, are they a karmic partner, are they a plutonic person, are they a twin flame, like what is going on with this relationship. I definitely feel like a lot of you have been working through a lot of energies this particularly this summer. So let's get going here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about October astrology so you can know what's going to be happening. There seems like there's some loud energies happening in October. And then also later on in October, I'll be talking about Scorpio season. Scorpio and Sag season this year seem really strong to me. So let's see where we go here. Enchanted Fern Grotto, a refuge. That's one of my favorite cards. Abso-freaking-lutely one of my favorite cards. Standing Stones, Passage. Absolutely. And Daffodil Fairy, New Beginnings. I like that. So a lot of you have been talking about, especially when Venus was in retrograde, kind of like duck and cover, right? Like I can't be dealing with stuff. Venus in retrograde in Leo was really kicking a lot of our asses, right? Like I definitely talked to you in Pathfinders about that. So there is a feeling of kind of like a nice balancing situation. We have Libra season. Feels pretty good. I'm a Libra rising, so it feels really good to me. If you've got air, a lot of air, if you've got Libra specifically, loud Libra in your chart, you might feel really good with what's going on right now. You're definitely, I definitely feel like there's a portal right ahead. Like this almost is like, I got to get my energy back. I've got to get my alignment back in shape. I just feel like, you know, like maybe some of you are blocking people. Maybe some of you are not wanting to interact with people right now. That's a really good thing because I feel like this portal is going to be clearing any folks from your life or any energies that are not in alignment with where you're going. Daffodil Fairy, New Beginnings. I like that. Going to be talking a lot about that. Some news I'm going to make this week is about I'm opening up coaching as it relates to shining your light in the world. And so I'll talk more about that. If you're not part of our newsletter list, please do that so you get all the information. There's a link below to get over to the website and sign up for the newsletter. So I put a lot of things in the newsletter that you don't get on YouTube, FYI. All right, so twin flame, let's see what's going on with the collective. Okay, what is going on with the twin flame energies? Let me just share with you this week, later this week, this is a reading for into October. It's not for October, but it's, you know, end of September into October. And this week we have a lot going on as we get into the beginning of October. We have Mercury entering Libra. Mercury moves really fast, as you know. So it moves through a lot of signs, but Mars is square Pluto on the 8th. Venus enters Virgo. Venus opposite Saturn on the 9th. Pluto goes direct. So in the first week of October, we're definitely having a lot going on. And then in the middle of October, we have an annular solar eclipse in Libra, 14 October. I'll do more videos around that. The reason I'm highlighting Libra so much when maybe in the past I haven't done so much with the signs. I will look at each sign in the extended FYI, but I'm highlighting Libra because Libra is the natural ruler of the 7th house. It's also Venus energy. Venus ruling Libra and Taurus. So there's a nice feeling of groundedness to this. And, you know, it has a lot to do with relationships. So let's see what's going on with the collective. And right now, this might feel like a good time to kind of balance things out, or let people go if they need to be let go. All right, balance yourself out, really. Okay, so the Eight of Wands, yep, Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Fool, brand new path, Chariot, look at that, Taurus energy. I like this. That feels nice and grounded to me. I feel like you're walking away from any situation that feels fraught or feels like there's struggle. If there's third party, for sure. There's three people. You notice there's three people in that photo. It's like, I'm winning over this third party situation. I'm not going to be dealing with it anymore. I'm going to be moving forward. There's lots of fast movement. The cards underneath are what's happening, even though you don't know what's happening. So all of a sudden you could just like burst out of your enchanted fern grotto. Like I was standing still because I was expecting something different from my twin, or I was expecting a third party situation to work out. I am choosing to move toward this portal. All right. The standing stones and new beginnings. I'm choosing that. All right. I'm choosing something that's more grounded for me. That's going to help me move forward. Ace of Pentacles. I like it. All right. I like it. So what's going on for the collective? Queen of Wands, King of Swords. I'll walk you through this in a second. Like I said, all zodiac signs in the extended. Three of Cups, Page of Cups, 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords. I saw that when I was shuffling. 6 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, the King of Cups. The outcome is the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. So who of you are sitting on a hilltop waiting for somebody else to change? I think that's one of the major keys of this reading. When I'm looking at it, I'm definitely seeing some stagnation. This 4 of Pentacles, this 10 of Wands, this, nervous energy around the 9 of Swords. And in the recent past, I feel like you might have done a good job of either helping other people or moving away from toxicity. I feel like you started down this road. And you started down this road to make changes, but this person might have drawn you back. All right. So I see the Queen of Wands. You're showing up as the Queen of Wands. The collective is the Queen of Wands. The situation is the King of Swords. So I have passion for this situation, or I want to integrate this. King of Swords is energy of innovation. So it can't be just about sex. It can't be just about the passionate love I feel for somebody and they feel for me. It can't just be about that. There's got to be more meat on the plate here. Okay. And I feel like that's the thing with the third party. It's like I walk away from it 100 times and I come back around and then I kind of clobber myself for doing that. And so I want you to stop that pattern. Okay. That's a pattern that needs to be thrown out. Instead, it's sort of like I need to overcome my situation with this third party. I really need to I'm going to say you need to kind of win this thing for yourself. You need to do something that's dynamic, that is really for you. No more hanging around waiting. Okay. The how we got here is this 10 of Wands. This is like I was doing everything. I was really putting myself in harm's way, or I was putting myself in a situation that wasn't going to be long term because I thought it would work out. And I'm a little bit like, is it going to work out? This 3 of Cups is I definitely think there's for some of you, there's third party energy here. And I want you to just forgive yourself. Okay, forgive yourself for staying in it. Forgive yourself for not really taking action on your own behalf. I feel like a lot of you stayed to your detriment. But you may have a lot of regrets around staying in a situation that hasn't come to fruition yet. You may have felt like, oh, I wasted a lot of time, right? This 4 of Pentacles. Oh, I put a lot of effort and time into something. The other person didn't really do that. I feel like that twin has other things to learn that it's possible you can't teach them. Okay, so they may have to deal with a toxic partner or a toxic situation. They may have to deal with learning how to heal themselves, work through a situation or something like that. They may have to deal with something that isn't pleasant. I think you can't teach that person this. I feel like you guys who are watching this might be on the side of I've done enough. I've done enough. I've moved myself to a place where I've just got to get out of it. So a little bit of like refuge, a little bit of putting yourself in a nice safe place for a while. And then this Standing Stones passage. So I'm going to say this. This feels like the annular eclipse that I was talking about on the 14th of October. We just went through the equinox. And as you know, this is Stonehenge. So some of you know that going there on one of those kind of having the experience of being at Stonehenge during the equinox, during the solstice, during these kind of big moments in time, astronomically, astrologically, whatever. I feel like we're about to step into eclipse season, and I'm going to get a little bit of clarity around that. Okay, for eclipse season. What is coming up here? Three of Wands, Eight of Swords, Magician. I like that. That's Mercury, and the Eight of Cups. So some of you, this eclipse that's happening on October 14th, let me just say this to you. It is 21 degrees Libra. So if you have a planet at 21 degrees, especially like Sagittarius, if you have a planets in Sagittarius at 21 degrees, or in Leo at 21 degrees, those are going to be impacted. If you have a rising sign in Libra, you're likely to be impacted, especially those of you who are at the end of Libra. It's just going to be louder for you. And so we have this annular solar eclipse at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 14 October. And then we have a full moon, which is a partial lunar eclipse, 28 October. And that is at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 1:14 p.m. Pacific time, 5 degrees Taurus. So do you have any planets at 5 degrees Taurus, or 5 degrees Cancer, or 5 degrees Pisces, right? Those are going to be really impacted. The ones directly across the hall from any planets across from Libra or Taurus likely are going to be impacted. If you don't know, come on along. We'll work on it together. So this is saying to me that there's a lot of, I feel like there's a little bit of sadness around a missed opportunity. Okay. I feel like there's sadness around that. I feel like there's also a sense of like, will this get any better with this person? And I'm going to say to you, yes, but not right now. Okay. Because what's coming here is the lesson that you're being taught right now is how to be your own best friend, how to do things, even if you may not want to, like you may not want to move away from this situation, but I feel like you have to right now. I almost feel like, number one, I feel like this person, if you're dealing with an outside person, if you're dealing with a twin flame, I feel like they're, like that, it's called a mace, that ball with spikes on it. I feel like that's your twin right now. And so if you're having that experience of I'm doing everything and nothing's happening and this person's acting like a jerk, or they're going through some kind of crazy thing that I don't really have anything to do with, maybe with another partner or something like that, like stepping away is possibly the most powerful thing you can do right now. And I also feel like this person cannot teach you when to move in your own best interest. A lot of people who experience twin flame have very abusive relationships with other people. I'm convinced that there is part of the twin flame journey that has to do with righting the wrongs of abusive relationships. And so one of those things that happens in abusive relationships is people feel powerless. And right now, your twin, by being this kind of Five of Swords spiky ball with spikes on it, you can't wait for them right now. You can't hold back. You can't stand still. You know, this is about really you integrating all of your gifts, doing the thing that's right for you. You got a mission and purpose on this planet, and you better get going. Okay, so I'm seeing this Three of Pentacles. There's another partner. Okay, I'll look at Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine in the extended too. Let's do a little bit of that right now, because there's that Three of Pentacles, and we got the Three of Cups, and we got the Three of Wands, and all this kind of stuff. But I almost feel like if you've run into a stalemate with a twin, there's a partner on your path who is more aligned with where you're going with this Ace of Pentacles. Taurus, Cancer, Sag, Gemini. Okay, so what is this about this Three of Pentacles here? Knight of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Temperance, there's the Sag energy. Yeah, and the Four of Wands. Some of you have a life partner. Some of you have this lesson. This particular lesson is a portal. It's teaching you when to do things in your own best interest, when to hold them and when to fold them. That's what's happening here. And it doesn't mean the twin won't be connected with you for the rest of your life, because they will. But right now, what lesson, the lessons on the path for the collective are being taught by a soulmate, a really strong soulmate that's coming in. And that could be the third party on the other side, right? There's a person for you. They're dealing with something. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing that. And this does feel like something that could be very happy, could be very good long term. And it makes sense to me, because I almost feel like whoever I'm reading for, whoever is part of this collective, there's some kind of joy that has been drained by this experience of twin flame. There's some kind of joy that's like not really being materialized, okay, and it really needs healing, this Four of Swords. So you notice we've gone from the threes, now we're at Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Four of Swords, all the fours. So we're progressing. We're making progress here. When you walk away, whatever you are, masculine, feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever you are, walking away from a situation where this wasn't going to go anywhere, especially not if you just stood there and watched it. Yep. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Oh yeah. Lovers, King of Pentacles, the Star. There's definitely some kind of healing, love, connection that is necessary. Like, you have done some healing work. It's possible some of you have really, I know you have, because in the Pathfinders we talk about it, healing group we talk about it. You guys have really done some beautiful healing. And it's like that person hasn't come along. But this portal that's coming up possibly in the middle of October is about you reorienting what it means, what love means, what relationship means. Like it's almost like this twin flame thing has made you forget what peaceful and sublime and joyful love relationship is. Some of you have come from some really abusive relationships, and they're still fighting that fight. I almost feel like you have, moved forward in a way that you are now attracting a life partner or someone who is much more healed. Okay. So I'm going to continue on. I will get divine feminine, divine masculine. I'll go deeper into that. This feels to me like if you are somebody who's a divine feminine, I almost feel like the feminine is leading the way here, which usually happens. The feminine is leading the way. The masculine has to fight another battle here. Is that right? Let me see. Masculine, please. Four of Swords, Death. Yep, there they go. Look at that. Okay, two of these, Six of Swords. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, they're behind you. So this looks like, I feel like Divine Feminine, you're getting a shove toward a new partner. I almost feel like the twin is getting shoved toward a new experience. They are going to, the only way that they are going to move themselves out of this is healing, is doing their own healing, and you can't stand and watch. You've already done your healing. You're standing there, you're holding on to the old thing. So you're, in effect, whoever this is, whether this is, I feel like this is the feminine, I almost feel like you're putting yourself in a lower vibration by standing there and watching. And I also feel like there's a partner who is here to teach you other lessons that the twin can't teach you. Okay? So let's keep going. I will go deeper into Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and I will pull cards for each zodiac sign to give you a little guidance. Okay? All right. Link is below, Twin Flame. The portal is next up. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.